Welcome back to Pretty Green Emeraude. Gems, I am so happy to have you back with me, and I must apologize for this unexpected long break that we took. I know. Please forgive me. But I want to thank those of you who've reached out to me asking about the videos, and I have to say, you have encouraged me to come back on to continue encouraging you one blog at a time. The story that I want to share with you today comes straight from the Bible, Exodus 17. Feel free to open up your Bible, pull out your phone, and follow along with me as I share from this story. Now, this morning, when I pulled out my phone to do my morning devotionals, the title of today's devotion caught my attention. It read, Acknowledging Your Limitations. Now, for me, this jumped off the screen because this is something I have personally been working on. Acknowledging, recognizing, understanding that I too have limits. I know that many of us feel that we are superheroes, especially my ladies. Many of you believe that you are superwomen and that you can handle it all, whether it's a full-time job, going back to school, taking care of the kids, and that side hustle that you might have going on. But let me tell you that it's important to recognize your limits. It's important to understand just how far you can go before you need to get some assistance, get some help, bring somebody else on board. Exodus chapter 17 starts out with the story of the Israelites who are wandering in the desert, who are now thirsty, and they start complaining to Moses. Moses goes to God, and I think it's funny because he's going to God and he's like, Lord, what do I do with these people? They're complaining, they're thirsty. And the Lord instructs him what to do, which he does, to provide water for them. However, the part that we're focusing on is the second half of the chapter where as they're out here in this desert, they're being attacked by a group called the Amalekites. Moses tells Joshua, go ahead and pick out some men who can fight. What I'm going to do, catch this, I'm going to take Aaron and her, and we're going to go up on this mountain over here or this hill, and I'm going to hold up this stick that God has given me. And so long as I keep my arms raised, you will win this battle. So this is what he does. Here they are fighting. Moses is up on this hill. He's holding up his arms. And as long as he keeps his arms raised, they're winning. But of course, he starts to get tired. So anytime his arms start to fall, they start to lose the battle. And this is when Aaron and Hur decide, let's find him a stone that he can sit on. So they did this. They provided the stone, Moses is sitting, and now they decide to hold up his arms for him. Now, I have always found this story to be fascinating because think about it. Initially, Moses was holding up his arms by himself. And as long as he held them up, the Israelites were winning. But eventually, he grew weary. He was tired, and he couldn't keep it up by himself. And this is when they brought him a stone so he could sit on. And guys, I will read directly for you from the Bible. It says, while they stood beside him and held up his arms, holding them steady until the sun went down. Think about it. It doesn't tell us exactly when the battle started, but it clearly states that they held his arms until the sun went down. This reminds me that there will be times when I will need others to hold up my arms, to help me carry my load, because I won't be able to do it by myself. Even if I get started on my own, I will need the assistance, the help of others to help me carry on. Now, this directly, indirectly reminded me of what I started out by telling you. I took a long break from putting my videos together, a longer break than I thought I would take. And it took hearing from so many of you to remind me that I started out with a purpose and I needed to get back to it. I needed to get back to encouraging you and sharing with you. Because even here at the end of the chapter, it says, then the Lord said to Moses, write an account of this victory so that it may be remembered. Write an account of this victory so that it may be remembered. My life is nothing like a biblical story, but I believe that there are victories in my life that I can write about, that I can record about, that I can share, that will be remembered in ways that will help someone else. So I thank you guys. I thank you for encouraging me to come back. I thank you for holding up my arms when I got tired with your words of encouragement, with your questions, your inquiries, Lord. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And I hope that today you are able to get something from this story. Recognize your limits. Recognize when you'll need assistance, when you'll need a stone to sit on and others to hold your arms up so that you too can gain the victory. I've enjoyed being back with you guys, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video if you have found it to be encouraging.